My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to the Bazaar. The day has just rolled over, we get our free rank ticket, and I'm gonna use this one to get a solid smooth 10. I'm looking for a good run. Revolver. When you crit, fully reload this. There's also Piranha. Every 5 seconds, deal 15 damage. This deals double crit damage. Give me the revolver. I want to play around with some ammo items. Rightmost burn item has +8 burn. Oh, leftmost weapon has +24 damage. Rightmost poison item has +6 burn. Give me the damage. Middle sells medium items. Definitely not going snack time. Nufu sells skills, but those skills are quite low tier at the moment.
What can I get you?
Okay.
Just
I'll take a
toss
double
that
barrel.
on my back, and I'll trot it to your door.
I'm going for damage. I'm going for speed. Definitely don't care about the Haunted Kimono. Kaiva Drive? Sorry, Kaiva Drone, rather, could be good. Increases the crit chance of an item when I sell the Eagle Talisman. Also decreases cooldowns. Pretty nice. Banana Ball... I'm going to try and go really aggressive here. So Banana Ball's ability to get health and shielding is not especially my vibe. Double barrel actually puts out significantly more damage with left-handed at the moment, so it should be the one that benefits from it. Only sells small items. Lancian! I'm not going to be fielding that at all. It takes way too long to attack. Every 10 seconds it does 25 damage. Yeah, I don't think that's coming with me. Powder Flask. Reload the item to the right of this, +1 ammo. That's perfect. That'll reload the Powder Flask. That's literally exactly the item that I wanted as well. I'm just going to take that and go. Bakun sells medium and large items. Spare change. 3 change. Finn's Big Bite. That's the ability to get some regeneration and healing. I'm going to take the regeneration. This is 5 regen early on.
Bodies are just containers for it.
Which, especially when I'm not shielding, is pretty good.
Not to squabble with
Helps me
nobody.
survive.
I may be young for a captain, but I've seen my share of stores.
Yeah, you've got pop snappers, but thankfully... That's a big pop snappers. I'm probably still dying. Because, yeah, I get your first health bar, but then you come back to life with the life preserver.
You move in straight lines. Next time, boys, less blunder, more plunder.
Health, toughness, and shield items from Kerb's armory there. Pip for bronze tier skills. Armory for a weapon. Bronze tier skills aren't incredibly impactful for us right now. So I'll take a weapon. I get the katana.
Another empty chest, waiting to be filled.
Well, actually, the katana would carry the additional 24 damage from left-handed every 2 seconds. The double barrel is capable of carrying it every 1.5 seconds. So actually, never mind. Katana's way worse. All your weapons gain damage per level. Leftmost gains damage per level. Get another weapon. I'm gonna go get a weapon. Oh, Shark Claws. Deal 5 damage, and your weapons gain 3 damage for the fight when this activates. Yeah, that seems my kind of play. Regen versus Lick It. Boost your stats with tasty treats. This gives so little damage, but it gives it permanently.
Your world is like a nightmare. It's amazing.
Super Syrup. Adjacent items permanently gain 1% crit chance, and it has 10 max ammo, and it'll activate every 4 seconds, giving that out. Epicurean Chocolate gives out damage, and Candy Mail gives out shield. There's also just 5 small treats. So gumballs and chocolate bars, one imagines. Epicurean Chocolate to upgrade the damage of the revolver and the double barrel while they're both still being fielded at the moment, especially because I get a round against an AI. Let's do that.
Going to get some of those vegetables? Ugh.
I also don't really want to fight Borea, because I'll lose. Tent City Mare. There's a sharpening stone in the Tent City Mare that I'd be interested in. Giant Mosquito does have the cooldown reduction, though. And also, Giant Mosquito would be the easiest one for me to fight. Honestly, I almost feel like I should remove damage from the board. I'm going to take the Powder Flask off. Epicurean permanently loses max ammo so I can't even reload it with the Powder Flask. But this is to try and make the fight last less long so that the Epicurean chocolate can give out more of its bonuses. And of course I'm fighting the easiest enemy, so this should make the fight last a little longer. Okay. Yeah. I feel like that went pretty well. We got 4 of the charges of the Epicurean chocolate spent.
See that plank?
Oh, rush at the start of a fight. Haste a weapon 3 seconds. Best pickup. Sterling sells silver tier items. There are so many silver tier items I want right now. Bowlers. Submarine. Definitely selling Lanshan and the Katana. I want to have Astrolabe for the docks events still. So I'm going to pick it up this early, and I'll also take the bowlers just because they're here. Abandoned ruins in the jungle. Or a shield item. Let's go jungle ruins and an experience here. I do also need to field bowlers for this fight. I'm not going to use the Epicurean chocolate against the
Go ahead.
real enemy. It does nothing.
Makes this more fun.
Yeah. Cannon is just very powerful early. Does so much damage. I've almost focused on nothing but damage. I've got Russian left-handed, and I can't do anything about that.
Place to store the rest of the tyrant's gold.
Loot items, but you get more if you have a friend. I really wish I had a friend at the moment. Leftmost ammo item gets additional ammo for the shotgun. I don't even know if I'm keeping the shotgun on the board forever. I'm going to go with no pain, no gain. I'm going to lose 41 HP here in order to give 10 damage and 5% crit chance to all of my weapons. JJ sells items, chocolate bars, or 3 bronze tier chocolate bars. Let's go chocolate bars for replenishing the HP I just lost. This one's lost change for experience and gold. Scout Trooper. Scout Trooper has ammo-related stuff. And also, I still feel like I win the Scout Trooper fight. Oh, dang, the bolus is not the target I want for Epicurean chocolate. Oh my god. Oh. We got got.
My ship, my failure. My will to get stronger.
We were by 5 health, waiting the entire time. If the flask was... Oh, dang. Nufu sells skills. Sterling sells silver items, please. When you crit with another item, use this as the throwing knives. We'll take it and roll. When you haste, this gains damage for the fight. Sniper rifle and seashell. Not really the kind of thing I can work with here. Let's take a single experience.
My fight isn't with you.
Alright, Super Smash Bros. Melee Dunk. Yep, that's poison and burn. Thankfully, we can get rid of this Epicurean chocolate in a moment. Okay, so we'd still do good against enemy.
I paint my ship red. Another empty chest, waiting to be filled.
I really need to get a friend so that I have the ability to use the scavenger hunt as I would like. I'll take an ammo item in the interim. Cannon, love it, field it. It's just good damage. There's Sterling. It's up against Rukon, who sells weapon skills though. I gotta go to Rukon. First time you use a large item each fight, adjacent weapons gain 15 damage, your weapons gain 2 damage, your medium weapons gain 18. It's probably the most impactful one for us. Colt sells ammo items.
Ooh, the keener the blade.
You can't be the fastest
quicker the
shot,
fight.
be the fastest reload. I'd have to roll and then start selling a bunch of stuff to get replacements here, so that one's not happening. Deadly Crooner for Ganjo scaling. Outlands Dervish versus Retiree. Retiree is definitely not what I care about. Retiree is largely based on healing and gaining additional value out of that. Outlands, though, has crit-related things and cooldown-related things, relatively relevant. And then finally, the Devil's Crooner has... the Devil's Crooner has something that's relevant in a skill, left-handed. I feel like I definitely beat all of these now. I have enough critical massive damage on board that I think I just trounce them. There goes the final trigger of the Epicurean chocolate, which will now be sold.
Was that even a battle?
I mean,
Skirmish.
sure, I'll replace it with textiles. Why not? Oh, the docks! Work at the docks to earn some coin. Absolutely, I'll do that with my astrolabe, getting 6 gold and 2 experience.
Place to store the rest of the tyrant's gold.
No pain, no gain is available here, though. Which is, again, lose 10% of your max health, but your weapons gain 10 damage and 5% crit chance. I'm gonna do it. C4 sells ammo skills. There are so many useful ammo skills here for us. Your items have +1 max ammo. Huge. Whenever you use an ammo item, slow an item for a second. Gigantic. Whenever you crit with an item, reload another item 1 ammo. Whenever you use an ammo item, give it 5 crit chances. Fine. I'm gonna go with the crit. Whenever you crit with an item, reload another item 1 ammo. And I'm gonna focus on trying to add additional crit stats and crit items onto this board. Vanessa's amulet would be insane. It's a single place, single space. Get a huge amount of crit out of that. What? That's my build. Flashy reload, left-handed, that's my build. Oops.
All cannon, no bomb.
So harsh, Vanessa. Colt sells ammo items. That's where I want to be. Repeater. When you use another ammo item, use this. And sell textiles so that I can take the repeater and the revolver. The leftmost item on my board should... It should definitely be the one that is going to go off most commonly. And that's anytime I use an ammo item, this will happen. Haste item, convoys. I'm going to go convoys and I might even fight here. Anything could happen there. Gorgon Noble. I'm going to blow you up in 2 seconds. For 7 gold and 3 experience, so huge gains. Oh, the Gorgon Noble froze me with a skill, and is now dead. I'm gonna need a lot more crit added to this board as well. It's definitely not in the right position yet. Oh, sick! Train Spider! I now have a friend! Upgrade your leftmost item. Repeater is definitely gonna be the most relevant item for me over the course of the run.
This will inspire the crew.
Don't really care about Sabertooth's pieces. A Curvian rocket launcher. They've got Shadowed Cloak, I guess. They have an Eagle Talisman for some additional crit. They also have Gunpowder. They've got some stuff there. And then the final is Mod Squad, which realistically doesn't have anything I care about. Except for crypto. I'm going to find the Herculean rocket launcher. Rocket trooper, rather, sorry. I'd love to pick up the Eagle Talisman, giving our leftmost item 10% crit chance. So throwing knives, when you crit another item, use it.
We barely got off.
Oh my god. I got an upgrade for flashy reload. When you crit with an item, reload another item 2 ammo. This is everything. So throwing knives. When you crit with another item, you use the throwing knives. And also, you'll be reloading an item 2 ammo. And also, because you use throwing knives, you'll attack with the repeater. Or rather, you'll use the repeater. And if the repeater crits, it'll cause the throwing knives to go off. Until the enemy is dead. Because the crits are also restoring ammo. I'm gonna go to the docks for my gold and experience burn skills in Malifang. I'm gonna go to Midsworth. I'm looking for Vanessa's amulet. Holsters. It's not a bitch fight. Haste your small items for a second. That's not actually a bad way for me to get into a fight. There it is. Vanessa's amulet. Your items have plus 20% crit chance. Just across the board.
You see that, Barkin? That's how it's done.
That's better at reloading than the powder flask is. And the powder flask's job is reloading. Okay. Okay. Who needs port in an ammo build? What you just need is gold tier flashy reload and enough crit that, well, let's see what it'll do.
My fight isn't with you. But
Enough crit that it does this. And one of our weapons gets hasted immediately. Bolus goes off. It crits. It fires another one. Fires another one. The enemy is dead. Woo!
bravery without strength is a sword without a blade.
Yeah, kind of figured out that was gonna. Hey, there's the Scavenger's Hunt, which I do have a friend. Burn items gain more burn. Leftmost ammo item gains additional ammo. That is appealing. but the loot items will give me ammo as well a lot of the time. I'll get some experience. There's some damage for my leftmost weapon. Some burn for my leftmost burn. All of that pretty good. Artisan Dunes. Or Alia, who sells weapons. Alia sells weapons and could sell a lot of upgrades for things I already have on board. Artisan Dunes is the ability to give 10 more damage to the repeater. I think upgrading my weapons in general is probably a lot better. Torpedo. When you use another aquatic or ammo item, this gains 30 damage to the fight. If the item is large, also reload an ammo. I don't think Torpedo has a space on this board. It doesn't activate commonly enough. I really want things to, well, activate the throwing knives and the repeater. So realistically, what's our ordering? Do I have any ordering? I have no reason to care about ordering except for the repeater needs to be in the leftmost slot. So I'm going to demonstrate my board a little bit here. Repeater and throwing knives and Vanessa's amulet, all fully compulsory to this build. Revolver's pretty good because it's got a really high crit chance. Double barrel's pretty good because it's got multi-strike. Bolus and cannon fully can be changed from this field. In fact, if I got the port right now, I would use it. Deadly Trebuchet. When you burn, haste an item for a second. Deadly Trebuchet, because it's also a weapon, the deadly modifier to this will give it plus 50% crit. I don't really need it to have plus 50% crit. Grape Shot. When you use another ammo item, this reloads an ammo. Sure.
Use it well.
It fires every 3 seconds, so it's very, very, it's capable of triggering the crit synergy much more quickly than a lot of other things like Bolus. Oh yeah, now you're having connection issues? Suddenly when I'm on a roll, you're having connection issues? I see.
Use it well. Make me proud. The Bazaar is not kind to the weaponless.
Gotta go back to the docks and spend your stuff there. I kill the Infernal so quickly that it surely has to make sense to go for it. The Infernal doesn't have any items that I'm particularly interested in. The Dire Mosquito does have some cooldown reduction on the board, which is reasonable. No, nothing is exciting enough from these other characters to deny me the 2 additional experience and 2 additional gold of fighting the Inferno. Oh boy. I almost ran out of ammo there. I really need Vanessa's amulet to be upgraded for more crit.
Spineless as a jellyfish.
Your leftmost ammo item gets +1 ammo. For the repeater? Absolutely. Nufu sells skills.
You have great potential.
Crit skill, please.
Let me train.
Rightmost burn, rightmost poison, rightmost shield, or the first time you crit each fight, freeze an item. I want things that make critting easier. The first time your opponent falls below half health each fight, charge all your items a second. Your items have 3% crit chance. First time you use a large item, I'm gonna get 16 additional damage on the repeater from the left-handed here.
Seek the violent path. Ayla is your teacher.
I could sell cinders for +4 burn on the cannon. I think I'm gonna go to middle. Oh, really? Yeah, there's a couple of different things middle could sell.
All about moderation.
Your items from other heroes have plus 30% crit chance, is what Disguise says. Otherwise, it would be on the field already. Shark Claws every 4 seconds deal 10 damage, and your weapons increase their damage by 10 this fight. Not relevant. I literally just need more crit. Well. Sextant, when you crit, haste an item for 1 second. Also, double barrel is upgraded. Also, cannon. I'm going to take the cannon and the cannon upgrade just because that represents so much damage on the board. And I'm going to forsake the double barrel. I'm going to get rid of it now. To take Sextant instead.
Ooh, the keener the blade, the quicker the fight.
So Sextant says adjacent items have plus 15% crit chance. So I'm going to give that to both the repeater and the throwing knives to make it more likely that they trigger one another and consistently give me ammo. Now that the cannon's upgraded, I'm definitely giving it the additional 4 burn as well, noting that's definitely correct. I also think the Sextant can be our tool for working at the docks, so I suspect I can get rid of the Astrolabe at the moment. Of course, I don't need to, but I suspect I can. All right, bloody sky.
Go ahead, underestimate me. It makes this more fun. I may be young for a captain, but I've seen my share of storms. Next time, boys, less blunder, more plunder.
Unfortunately, with all of those attacks, I crit exactly once. Because otherwise the throwing knives would have been used more than twice there. Used itself naturally once, and it was used another time. Going to JJ's. Possibility of broad upgrades. But realistically, I mostly want Vanessa's amulet upgrade here. Silencer, low cooldown, higher damage for weapon, no thank you. Pet Rock, if this is your only friend, your items have plus 10 crit chance. No, I don't want to add more items to the board.
Buy, don't buy, as long as we get to hang out.
Okay, I've got the Astrolabe, so I can't really tell if the Sextant would work here, but I will be using the Astrolabe. I could get 4% crit chance on the entire board right now, which realistically, that's what I want. Radiant Corsair. Now that's a real tough challenge for us. Radiant Corsair has a huge amount of HP and also comes back to life with full health. So only if I'm critting enough to actually reload my items can I beat them. Joyful Jack has no items I care about. And Sergeant Suds I've already mentioned in, not this episode, but last episode, not especially useful. Unless you're in a deep tool build. I'm gonna try it. I believe that I can crit. Some crits went off. I'm now out of ammo. I can only reload if I crit. I am currently not critting. This hurts. This hurts a lot. This pretty much shows me exactly how much damage I'm capable of doing, which is 3,600. I can do 3,600 damage in a fight right now.
I might need to cut back on the grog.
Bazaar Con. See all the Bazaar has to offer. Haste, slow, and cooldown items. I'm gonna go to Bazaar Con. Do I want a random diamond tier item from the Bazaar? Switchblade. When you use an adjacent weapon, give it plus 10 damage for the fight. That gives additional damage to the repeater, but the damage isn't the problem. It's whether I can still keep firing my weapons is the problem.
If you have to ask the price, you can't afford it.
I'm gonna look for small items here. Ice Pick, when you freeze, it gains damage. There's Chum and a hand axe there that I'm not really a big fan of. Was mostly hoping for another Vanessa's amulet, didn't find one.
Neither wealthy nor wise, huh?
When you crit with another item, use this. I'm just gonna give the revolver. Nice. Good chance to crit. We'll see if that's enough. Alright, PB&J.
We're out to dethrone a king, not to squabble with nobodies. Go ahead, underestimate me. It makes
Oh no,
it more
bonk!
fun.
Enemy cooldowns are increased by a single second. That's so big when I have this. Unless my crits bypass cooldowns. Yeah, they slowed all of my stuff.
You fall like a
That's so
boulder.
frustrating.
I flow like
They slowed a bunch of my stuff. They froze a bunch of my stuff over the course of the fight, and they also
You should put
bonked
it
to
toward nobler use.
make my cooldowns even longer. Nufu, please.
Since you have come to me.
First time you haste each fight. Freeze an item a second, no. First time you buy on each fight, no. I really need to get into the fight faster and crit more. Those are the two things I really care about. When you slow, your weapons gain more damage to the fight. No, your weapons that are medium do more. I'm going to go inexorable at the start of each fight, but I'm going to give all of your items additional crit chance.
Your enlightenment is
I'm going to head to JJ. I'm still looking for additional crit. Adjacent items have +3 ammo. It's not bad. It'll give me the ability to get
Oh, you're leaving.
Cannonball and throwing knives to trigger much more commonly. I really want to take Cannonball and Sexton off the field. I want to have more crit in their places. Can't use that. Robo Bouncer. Definitely here we're just going for the highest outcome. I can do that much damage because I did it to the Radiant Corsair not a moment ago.
It's over already. We barely got our flags up.
I'm gonna lose 240 max HP there in order to get the additional crit. Rifle, Javelin, when you haste, reload this 1 ammo. There's also a grenade. When you burn, reload this 1 ammo, and the musket. There's a harpoon and pop snappers here as well. I'm not gonna be taking any of those. Haste, slow, and cooldown items. That could get me the Sexton upgrade.
5 seconds ago.
It doesn't, but it could have. I'm just gonna have to hope that I have enough damage for this enemy as well. As soon as I can get the Vanessa's Amulet upgraded to Diamond tier especially, or and then take Sexton off the field, or just get, you know, additional skills that give me enough crit that I don't have to worry about anything like that, we're gonna be in such a good position. I clicked on his name a bunch of times. Can I actually fight him though, please? Oh, I appear to be frozen. I'm gonna head to the main menu and then resume and see how that goes. Again, I will note this game is in closed beta at the moment. These things are to be expected. That's why it's running a closed beta. Oh, ammo skills. Thank you. If you have exactly 1 weapon. When you use an ammo item, give it plus 10% crit chance for this fight. That's exactly what I'm looking for. I'm gonna sell Astrolabe. Snack time for 250 max HP. When I have no money, absolutely great idea. upgrade. I mean, I'm just gonna upgrade Vanessa's amulet, get it to 30% crit chance.
This will inspire the crew.
I shouldn't need Cannonball now that I have that much crit chance. Everything should be reloading. Should. Gonna go to the Enclave Remnant. So yeah, we can see that Repeater is triggering Throwing Knives, which is triggering Repeater, and it goes back and forth. But it does go back and forth until I run out of ammo. The thing is, those items are now at 100% crit.
Walk it.
So how are they not reloading one another? When you crit with an item, reload another item to ammo. Any poison, gain crit chance for the fight. Curio with junk items. I'm gonna go to Nufu.
Are you prepared?
Your items have plus 1% crit chance per item you have. No. Yeah, I'll take it.
My skills are not weapons. A blade can prune a garden.
We've got 95% crit chance on the revolver already. That's even before its first shot. After that, it starts just critting certainly. Zarkon? Hello? Okay, there seems to be maybe a issue going on the servers or something at the moment. If I have to, I'll pause this run and just record it later. But it's letting me go there at the moment, so yay! Diamond tier item from the Bazaar, can't afford that without selling a bunch of stuff. I'm gonna get 3 small items from the Bazaar. Battery, charge the item to the left of this 3 seconds. When you slow, permanently gain 1 health, and seashell, those aren't relevant. But this battery, charge the item to the left of this 3 seconds. I'm gonna use that to get the cannon to fire off much more commonly. Or maybe the revolver, because the revolver is guaranteed crit. So every time the revolver crits, not only am I hasting, I'm also triggering both the repeater and the throwing knives, and the throwing knives is also triggering the repeater. And so if they're all critting, they should all just be giving themselves back haste and ammo.
I may be young for a captain, but I've seen my share of storms.
Repeater's not really what we want to get hasted at the start.
No ball.
I think I have to put a haste in this build. I've been desperately hoping I could avoid it the entire time. Oh, sorry, a haste. A port. It just increases the max ammo of all of the items, and if I increase the max ammo of all of my items, I will actually be able to just fire off in the initial volley enough times until they are dead.
You have at least a grain of wisdom, since you have come to me.
When you use an aquatic item, haste an item for a second. Haste an aquatic item at the start of the fight. We don't have those. When you slow, your weapons gain damage for the fight. We don't have slow either. When you use a friend, burn 2. When you crit, your burn items gain 2 burn for the fight. I'm just going to get another copy of Honed Arsenal. Why not?
The blade, the quicker the fight.
Let's take a small burn item. Let's pop snappers. Master Alchemist. Lord of the Wastes, I'm just going to crit you out of existence.
Come, let's release our joy and rage.
Because they're going to increase my crit chance ridiculously as well.
Return to the Bazaar. Do not corrupt us.
Was that even a battle? Maybe a skirmish?
When any player uses an item, all items gain 2% crit chance for the fight. Sure. Why not? All yourselves weapons.
But I can help you finish a fight.
Blunderbuss. When you burn, charge this for a second. There's also Pistol Sword. When you use an ammo item, deal 15 damage. I think it's time to get rid of the Sextant. I think it's... Sextant is giving haste to my board, which is nice. Sextant's giving haste to the board, which is nice. It's just Pistol Sword will need to be on my board now.
Use it well. Make me proud.
Throwing knives needs to stay. Like, whenever I use an ammo item, deal 73 damage from Pistol Sword. Throwing knives and repeater. I mean, this is also just another trigger on the board. Another trigger is more likely to help me continue getting my haste stuff. My crit stuff, rather than my haste stuff, sorry. I could drop Battery and Vanessa's Amulet for the Sextant, maybe? Yeah, that gets me my haste triggers back on board, which I do think are important. I'm going to roll here with the possibility of still upgrading something on the other side. Shoe Blade, Shark Claws, Katana for every 2 seconds do 40 damage. Nice, but not this build. Your weapons gain 1 damage per level, 13 to each of them. Yeah, that's huge. Colt sells ammo items. Finn's Big Bite. Colt sells ammo items. Oh, Pistol Sword. I'll take the upgrade, thank you. Get rid of Cannonball, Train Spider. I gotta get, what, 6 more? So that'll be Grape Shot and Vanessa's Amulet, I think. Yeah. And Battery. I'll save Vanessa's Amulet for the... Nope, hang on. Vanessa's Amulet's gotta go as well. That's fine.
This will inspire the crew.
I already have my crit. Not only is Honed Arsenal giving us 15% for all of our weapons, every time I use any of my items, I'm going to get 2% to all of them. And also, anytime I use an ammo item, it gets 10% additional crit. So I feel like we don't need crit givers anymore. Sextant is not here to give crit. Sextant is here to get benefits from crit. And to distribute them to haste my board so that I can stay on top of things. Ooh, whenever they use a weapon, they freeze a smaller weapon for 2 seconds. That's really frustrating. Those are my weapons. I need them. Well, thankfully they unfroze long enough for me to be able to finish that off.
I paint my ship red, but I don't use paint.
All yourselves weapons, Artisan Dunes. Artisan Dunes is where I want to go here. And it's because I can double the effect of the offered options and then give 10 damage to the Pistol Sword. Which now, every time I use an ammo item, is going to do 111 damage to all targets on field. To all targets, sorry. To the enemy. I have no money, so I'm going to go for Snack Time. 325 max HP. Property Baron, not really my vibe. Properties. Hulking Experiment? I suspect Hulking Experiment does have something I'd be interested in. Hulking Experiment has, you have 2 regeneration for each ammo item you have, and they also have Parting Shot. They have rainbow potions, they have a bunch of other potions, they have an energy potion for hasting every item. Yeah. Yeah, versus Volcus Enforcer, which only have free stuff that I don't care about. Got him. So, Cannon now wants to be replaced. Its damage is better represented...
Waste of gunpowder.
Ooh, Noxious Potions poison both players for 6. That's not... That's nothing to us. I'm gonna get a random item here. When you burn, reload this in ammo. Sure. I don't want to lose 500 HP to do no pain, no gain at this point. Force multiplier, though, is fine. Travel almost anywhere with infinite rerolls, so don't have that much money. I'm going to take a small burn item. It's Pop Snappers, cool. So, I'm going to want to replace Cannon pretty soon. Because the outcome of Cannon is best accomplished by just triggering these other ones more consistently. So I want 2 small items that activate more commonly, ideally in those positions. I do want throwing knives to be the thing that's affected by the additional 15% crit, because throwing knives wants to crit every time it hits. Not because throwing knives can trigger itself, it can't. It says when you crit with another item, use this. But because this triggers, both the repeater and the throwing knives trigger most commonly on my board. So when they crit, they are the most common ways to add other ammo to other items. That said, as soon as they're out of ammo, I'm kind of, well, shit creek without a paddle. And I would have loved a paddle. Flagship here. Oh boy, that's 1,000 that it does. I have no lifesteal, so I lose to that. Whoa. Yeah, I'm definitely going with the random enchantment location. Burn effects. Burn effects. Alright, let's have a look at some things with burn effects. What would Musket get? Just that it does burn as well? Oh, okay, so it reloads itself. That's cool. It also guarantees a crit every time. That's... but a lot of things do. Burn on Pistol Sword or Repeater? Pistol Sword would be whenever you use an ammo item, burn 2. Oh. Repeater would just burn when it triggers. The Sextant would say when you crit, burn 2. Throwing Knife is just does its own burn, and the other ones will just do their own burn. Yep, so it's going to be Pistol Sword. When you use an ammo item, burn.
Will not fail you, Father.
Old Zane sells skills that are unique to Vanessa, which will include a lot of the ones that are relevant for our burn and damage. I've also secured the 10th chest, so even a loss will get us 10 chests opened. Oh, haste 3 aquatic items. I have none of those. Inexorable at the start of each fight, permanently give all of your items 4% crit chance now. First time you crit each fight, freeze an enemy item for 6 seconds. Honestly, first time I crit each fight, freeze an enemy item for 6 seconds is probably exactly what I need. I'm gonna take 3 spare change. Veteran Octopus. Yep, I can definitely beat you. Yes, you have an octopus. But if no one interferes with me, I can do that. You didn't even activate your octopus yet,
We barely
speaking
got
of.
our flags up.
Octopus is fun. It would do a lot of damage if it were on our field. Unfortunately, it doesn't have ammo, so it wouldn't really? Is there any way it's better than the Sextant? It's every 8 seconds, it is 8 triggers of multicast, right? So it will be critting ridiculously. It will have... I mean, I wouldn't give it left-handed. It would have 18 additional damage on top of what it currently does. It would crit. It would crit. So here's the idea. The octopus is here because when the octopus goes off for the first time, so if I do get 8 seconds into the fight, I really need one of those ways to haste the octopus. Getting it to activate 4 seconds into the fight because of haste would be so good. But when it activates, it will basically crit with every attack, and then all of my other stuff will be reloaded and start firing off again. I think it's probably worth it. Get 4 loot items. I don't want a no pain, no gain. It's so much HP I lose for that, and I really need HP right now. When you sell this, your leftmost items cooldown is reduced. I'm going to put that on the octopus. When you sell this, give your leftmost item additional crit chance. I want that on the repeater. There's extract and poison. A pop snapper's there. Musket attacks less commonly for less damage than the cannon, so I don't want to put that on board. If I could put pop snappers and something else, take those 2 positions, have more ammo on board, I would. But I don't. Small items, possibility of upgrading a couple things on my board still.
Good taste.
Oh, when you're using aquatic item, shield 10, that would be triggering off the octopus. That's it. Still definitely not good enough. There's Grape Shot. When you use another ammo, this reloads one. I think that's probably better than the revolver.
Remember, diamonds come in small boxes.
The revolver does a lot more damage, but it's not about the damage that I do with the individual item at the moment, in terms of revolver, at least. It's about whether or not I get to fill all my ammo so that I can get the repeater and the throwing knives just going off constantly. And I think this is more capable of achieving that end. Literally just because it activates a second faster. Nufu sells skills.
Experience is treasure.
When you gain burn, so when I am burnt, I heal 30. When you use a vehicle, your crit items gain chance. Freeze something for slightly longer. When you freeze, your items gain crit chance. No, your leftmost item has just plus 20% crit chance. It's not actually that good. Snowflake would be a really good item to keep and sell at a different available opportunity.
My skills are not weapons. A blade can prune a garden.
I'm gonna have Repeater over on the leftmost, just so that it now has the 70% crit chance. That matters a lot for it. If I get to the point that Octopus goes off, I expect to win the fight. It is quite likely I don't get to that point, though. If I'm going to lose the fight, it would be much faster.
Underestimate me. It makes this more fun. I may be young for a captain, but I've seen my share of
Oh, they have Radiant Rebirth, and they are a port build. This is probably going to kill me. They don't have a huge amount of damage on fields, but they did slow all of my items a lot. Octopus is going off. It's critting the enemy a bunch, but
No ball. All of this is just training. Our real fight is on Pelago.
I'm gonna go look at Flashy Reload and how well it was working. Because I really feel like I was missing something there. It feels like Flashy Reload should have been keeping pretty much all of my weapons pretty much full of ammo pretty much all of the time. And that wasn't happening. So I have a curiosity as to how that occurred. We did get to field an octopus for a period of time, which was fun. We got to have a fiery pistol sword. It's not an awful run. It was a bronze victory. It got a single chest. I really did think that was going to go further, though. However, it offers us an opportunity to open 10 chests, which I will leap upon. Come on! Somehow, a full 1,000. Ooh. We got another Pygmalion skin. Reasonable amount of gems here, and what looks like a captain's hat to replace our loot box. Neat, but we're probably gonna need maybe another 15 chests before I can unlock Dually. So that means that in the next episode, I'm going to have to farm much more successfully. I'll be doing so in the next episode, of course, as I just said. My name is Rhapsody. The name of the game has been this Bazaar. The Bazaar, not this Bazaar. Bah. I've run out of speech juice for today. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.